Proverbs Chapter 9 begins with a personification of wisdom as a woman who has built her house and prepared a lavish feast. She invites all to come and partake of her meal, symbolizing the abundance and nourishment that wisdom provides. The chapter contrasts this invitation with the folly of another woman, who also calls out to the simple and naive, offering a deceptive and empty promise. This sets up a contrast between the life-giving sustenance of wisdom and the destructive allure of folly, emphasizing the importance of choosing wisely between the two. As wisdom calls out to the simple, she encourages them to forsake their foolishness and embrace understanding. She promises that those who heed her advice will find life and walk in the way of understanding. Wisdom emphasizes the transformative power of her teachings, which lead to enlightenment and protection from the dangers of life. This invitation is not just to listen but to actively pursue wisdom and make it an integral part of one's life. The chapter also provides insights into the nature of wisdom and folly. Wisdom is described as someone who is wise and knows how to teach the wise, leading them to greater understanding. In contrast, folly is portrayed as a loud and ignorant woman who sits at the door of her house, enticing those who are naive. She lacks discernment and leads her followers to destruction, promising pleasure but ultimately resulting in death. This stark contrast serves to underline the consequences of choosing folly over wisdom. The chapter concludes with a powerful statement about the fear of the Lord, which is the beginning of wisdom. It reiterates that those who are wise will receive further wisdom, while those who are foolish will suffer the consequences of their choices. The call to embrace wisdom and reject folly is presented as a crucial decision in life, with far-reaching implications. Ultimately, the chapter invites readers to choose the path of wisdom, which leads to life, fulfillment, and a deeper relationship with God. Let's now read Proverbs Chapter 9. Wisdom hath builded her house, she hath hewn out her 7 pillars. She hath killed her beasts, she hath mingled her wine, she hath also furnished her table. She hath sent forth her maidens, she crieth upon the highest places of the city. Whoso is simple, let him turn in hither, as for him that wanteth understanding, she saith to him, Come, eat of my bread, and drink of the wine which I have mingled. Forsake the foolish, and live, and go in the way of understanding. He that reproveth a scorner getteth to himself shame, and he that rebuketh a wicked man getteth himself a blot. Reprove not a scorner, lest he hate thee, rebuke a wise man, and he will love thee. Give instruction to a wise man, and he will be yet wiser, teach a just man, and he will increase in learning. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. For by me thy days shall be multiplied, and the years of thy life shall be increased. If thou be wise, thou shalt be wise for thyself, but if thou scornest, thou alone shalt bear it. A foolish woman is clamorous, she is simple, and knoweth nothing. For she sitteth at the door of her house, on a seat in the high places of the city, to call passengers who go right on their ways. Whoso is simple, let him turn in hither, and as for him that wanteth understanding, she saith to him, Stolen waters are sweet, and bread eaten in secret is pleasant. But he knoweth not that the dead are there, and that her guests are in the depths of hell. This ends our reading of Proverbs chapter 9.